I wanted to give you an opportunity to see how the discovery is used in this motion for summary judgment. Exhibit C, if you scroll down, I'm sorry, but this always gives me vertigo. If we scroll down slowly, it'll show you that these are the plaintiff's responses to the defendant's interrogatories. And the motion for summary judgment by Ms. Rosado, the defendant, specifically points to the answers that were provided in paragraph 19. And in paragraph 19, we have the statement by Mr. Castro that he sent Ms. Rosado a certified letter and an email demanding the return of the $55,000 expense money and essentially terminating the power of attorney. The reason that that date is important, that's when he learns of what he believes are her misdeeds using the power of attorney, and what the motion for summary judgment deals with in part is that if he knew in September of 2013 he had to bring his claim within 2 years of that date, the statute of limitations, and he did not, and here you're using the plaintiff's own words against him. That's always kind of powerful stuff, and that's why you use interrogatories in a motion for summary judgment. Let me show you the deposition as well. That's Exhibit D, and I won't pinpoint that, but I think we will use the depositions for the purpose of getting a better sense of Mr. Castro's testimony. This format is a little funny for whatever reason. The way that this is created by a computerized system of recording this information, but you'll notice starts the first page is in traditional format. Just a point or two. If you'll notice, there are only 25 lines per page. If you clear your throat and you state your name and a couple of introductions, you've used up a page. That's about $4.50 if you've got to make one copy for one page. Here we have appearances. You can see page 2. Again, in a much smaller format. We can make it larger if we need to. But again, that's entirely one page. That's another charge of, $4.50 with a copy. This is an index of the exhibits. And again, you can see how it's very easy for this to turn into a lot of pages. The format is a little tricky in that it goes from page 2 to 3 and then up to the right top corner for page 4 and 5. And then it starts over at, in fact, in this one, it doesn't have 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's not my fault, everybody. That's the Court of Common Pleas, or what was submitted. But in any event, you can see how it goes from top to bottom and then from across up to the right and then down. And it's in 4-page packets like that. And they skip, that's what it is. They didn't provide all of the deposition. And if the other side doesn't like the fact that maybe some of the deposition has been left out in their response, they can include it. At trial, if you were to read parts of this deposition into the record, which you're allowed to do, the other side, if they feel that you didn't read a fair portion of it or say an even-handed reading of the deposition, you can read portions of it that you prefer. But these are the portions of the deposition that Ms. Rosado believes helps her case. There's a few things. One is that they're saying that Mr. Castro had a limited period of time to file his case against her and that he missed the statute of limitations. They're also questioning whether there were any real damages. They're also questioning whether there was a valid, quote, inventory of the items at Mr. Castro's house. So you can see how both the interrogatories and the deposition are both used as part of this motion for summary judgment. If the motion for summary judgment is not successful, you'll use that same information at trial and you'll cross-examine Mr. Castro from his own words. So we'll deal with this a little bit later, and we'll talk about deposition digests.